So this is for any woman who's ever felt like you've accepted breadcrumbs and thought that it was a whole feast. Someone invited me to be on her podcast today at 5 p.m. And when I go on a podcast, I prepare, right? I will do my hair. I will put makeup on. I'll get dressed. I will make sure that, my head is clear. I'd cleared my evening, didn't book any clients. I sent her a message in the morning. Hey, are we still on? What's going on? Didn't hear back. But there's a time difference, so I thought, okay. Then I hear nothing. So it gets to 4:30 and I'm like, do you know what? I'm going to take my dog for a walk. Fuck this. Then when I went out for a walk, this old voice started to come back into my head, which was, oh, but there's probably a misunderstanding. Oh, you probably got the time wrong. Your standards are too high. You expect someone to send you a preparation email, a link. That's just too much. You're asking too much. People are busy. They don't have time for that. You think you're so special, blah, 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 blah. Now, when these voices come up now, I absolutely don't buy into them. It's almost like watching clouds in the sky. But I found it super interesting. And I also found it really interesting that there was absolutely no activation in my body. I'd already decided I wasn't doing it. I didn't feel any guilt. This feeling I get in my body when something is just correct. It's clear. There's no overthinking. It's just yes or no. So I messaged and said, hey, look, I haven't heard from you. We're supposed to record in 10 minutes. I'm out. I'm not going to do this. And I get a message back at 5:02 saying, oh, I didn't see your message. I was just about to hop on, with a massive red arrow pointing to the time on her phone to show that she was 5 minutes early. And I was like, that's a very passive aggressive arrow. But beside the point, by this point, I was already out. And again, the voice kind of went, oh, it's your fault. She was about to hop on. She was ready. And that voice was so quiet. It was barely a whisper. And I, no hard feelings. I was just like, correct decision. Because the thing is, you have to show up in life as the person you say you are. And I say I'm a person with self-respect. And a person with self-respect does not accept breadcrumbs. And I have been the woman who accepted breadcrumbs. I've been the woman who's accepted whatever is smaller than a breadcrumb. When I got breadcrumbs, I thought they were a feast. And now I'm the woman who would rather starve and wait for a loaf of bread. This is why I love anger so much, because when I was outside, I was having my walk and I was thinking about this. The only sensation in my body was a mild irritation, and it started getting bigger the closer it got to 5 o'clock. And if I had jumped on that call at 5 o'clock, it would have been self-betrayal. It would have been me ignoring the fact that I felt disrespected. And this is why I love anger, because it's so closely tied to self-respect. Your anger will let you know when you are being disrespected. And nobody gets to decide what's disrespect for you. You get to decide. You get to set your own standards.